Okay, well, I'll get us started. Happy Friday, and thanks for turning up to learn a bit more about the MCE commercial efficiency market. We're going to start with a brief overview of what the efficiency market is and some of the opportunities for aggregators in generating marketing collateral and co-branding. Recurve is going to be covering some of the potential to be found in customer targeting. And then we're going to hear from our colleagues with PG&E's on-bill financing program and NEIF, who are bringing some exciting financing resources to the table to help make this work better for both customers and aggregators. Richard, I'm not sure if you're moving through the slides, but oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, next slide, please. Just wanted to put this out there right out of the gate just to make sure we're not wasting anyone's time. We're going to be talking about the commercial efficiency market today. So if you're here for that, you're in the right spot. If you were hoping to learn more about the peak flex market, which is the efficiency market's sort of sister demand flexibility program, we're not going to be touching on that today. We love that program and could easily spend another hour talking about it, but it's too much time for 1 hour. So more on that soon. And we're also assuming that you know something about this program concept already, so won't be spending a ton of time on the overview. But if you're new to this program, please don't hesitate to reach out with any follow-up questions. Who's here today? Myself, Joey Landy, Manager of Customer Programs here at MCE. Richard Benkeys, the Director of Demand Flexibility Markets with Recurve. Cesar Berrigan with PG&E and the on-bill financing program. And Matthew Brown, the chair and co-founder of the National Energy Improvement Fund. Quick introduction to MCE if you don't know us already. We're California's first community choice aggregator, and our mission is to reduce greenhouse gas emissions with more renewables and energy efficiency at competitive rates, delivering workforce and equity benefits in the process. Next slide, Richard. Our service area covers 4 Bay Area counties, along with most of the cities and towns within those counties. And so for a brief overview of what the market is, first off, the idea that not all savings are equal. These are avoided cost values over a 24-hour period. And the variability in the hourly avoided cost values is a huge factor for us in the cost effectiveness of our programs. And we need to be able to find savings in these hours. And we also need to be able to show that that's when savings occurred. So we'll have more on that in a moment. But the other reasons are that, there's a ton of innovative work being done within our footprint and, among companies within the Bay Area. And we really want to make sure that the program doesn't stand in the way of that work happening. And we want to facilitate more action, to do more projects, do more valuable work, and make sure that the program is accessible. And I think from a program administrator standpoint, we're naturally drawn to pay for performance program designs and NMEC as a way to improve M&V, but P4P on its own isn't really enough. It might do a great job of protecting ratepayer dollars, but it doesn't guarantee successful programs or projects or stimulated investment in EE. So we want to make sure that more can happen. And it's also unfortunate when we see programs lean too much on a particular product or provider, and want to make sure that customers can save energy and be rewarded for that in any number of ways. So we're acknowledging that we're not in the best position to determine what measure or project should happen, but you might be. And I think we just want to make sure that those things happen. So yeah, aggregators are really in the driver's seat in this program. We are not prescriptive about how customer incentives are paid. In that way, it's somewhat like an upstream program. And we want maximum flexibility for determining what products should be included, what that cost share arrangement is, and we really want to be here to help support. And I think the best thing that we can do is make sure that the program is cost effective and that the benefits that are in excess of customer costs and admin costs are paid out. And so that's really the basis for how this program works. I note it's a true pay for performance program here, because it is open and it's paying for benefits, not just savings. This program is cognizant of the fact that not all savings are valued the same. And I think the next slide will paint that picture a little bit better. So we have, at the beginning of a project, forecasted benefits. Those forecasted benefits are the product of expected annual savings, the EUL of the measures included in that project, and their load shape. And so the performance payment in this program is effectively the metered benefits, not just the forecasted benefits, while netting out customer costs and admin costs. So the column on the left describes the forecast. The column on the right is really what would happen post year of intervention. And so, as you can imagine, there's opportunity for the benefits column to grow depending on how a project is delivered. Are we engaged in customer targeting to find the most valuable customers? Are we optimizing the measure mix to make sure that we're actually tapping into some of those more valuable hours? And yeah, that's the gist of it. Pretty simple at the end of the day. Next slide, Richard. So the roles, MCE, we're the PA here, setting the base standards for customer and aggregator eligibility for participation in the market. We're here to provide marketing support and issue program payments. Recurve runs the M&V, all the analytics behind specific projects and portfolios, and is also tasked with enrolling aggregators and targeting for ideal customers and supporting aggregators and finding them. PG&E and NEIF have an awesome value add in providing both on-bill financing for customers who need financing, and Matthew will get into this more, but rebate bridge for aggregators, which gets around a major sticking point in NMEC programming generally, which is that aggregators need to wait a year to be paid to understand what the project's impacts were. There's a workaround here with NEIF that's really exciting. So from MCE standpoint, we want to help as much as we can. I think the strange piece of an aggregator-driven program is that we often don't know what's on offer with customers, and that makes it tough to talk about what you're doing. So we're here to help, and the more that we know about a specific customer offer, the more that we can say. That could be through social media, blog posts, program flyers, the development of sub-programs. So to the right here is just a quick media release that we had with NEIF on zero interest battery loans. Just as an example of the type of content that we could produce. And on the next slide, we have sort of a standard co-branding template. So for actually producing a single page flyer to leave with customers, this is a chance to include details of what the offer is, get your logo on there, have a table that summarizes the products on offer, what it is that you're doing, and what sort of process steps there might be, if any, or as simple as a sort of a generic call to action. Could be anything that really helps drive participation, whatever it is. You can work with us, and we'll work with our marketing team to make sure that that this flyer is produced and out there and available to use.